and they back it so heavily that it's the one product that Doterra has an absolute money back guarantee. If you use it and take it and it's a 30-day supply and you don't feel the benefit, you can send back the empty bottles and get your money back. So I think that's kind of a no-brainer that we should be looking at that, right? So the way that I look at this is that, I kind of think like a man, obviously. You might be surprised at that, but yes, I do. And I think about things like cars, and we buy a car and we want to put good engine oil in it and good fuel in it and all those kind of things because we know that it runs cleaner and smoother and it extends its life and it's going to perform better and it's going to do well, all of that. So rather than putting in the cheap and nasty stuff, we try and put in the good stuff when we get our cars looked after and serviced and things like that. And we're probably going to change our cars over, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 times over our lifetime, right? And we're going to have different ones. What it begs the question for me, though, is that we only get one body to carry us through this life. And we don't put the good stuff in all the time. Sometimes we put really, really terrible stuff, but there's just not enough emphasis on it. And it's really, really tough these days because the way food is produced, it's produced for color and for size and for packaging and for long life and all those things. It's not produced for nutritional value. That's not what it's made for anymore. So we're not getting what it is that we need. Hey Eileen, great to see you, and Jess. So what it's really important for us to understand is that if we're going to have just this one body, we've got to service it the best way we possibly can. We've got to give it the best fuel. We've got to give it the best opportunity so it can do its best work. And I've got a lot of personal friends that have had amazing outcomes, have changed nothing else in their dietary or medicinal or exercise regime that have solved some long-term challenges that they've been kind of undergoing. And what I love about the Lifelong Vitality Pack is that we can really, really share with you what it actually does. Because it's registered with the TGA, we can, and they've given us a whole bunch of claims that we can tell you it does for us, which is awesome. So what the Lifelong Vitality Pack is designed to do is not to make you live longer. It's designed to make you live better for longer, so that you can push back that period in your life where morbid disease and those kind of things starts to creep in, and we're starting to see a lot of things. People are getting affected by things earlier and earlier these days because of our environment. We're living in a much more toxic environment with much less nutrition than we've ever had before in history of kind of modern humans. So we've got an environment now where it's really tough to do the right thing by ourselves. But if we can create a change there, where we can give our bodies what it needs, we're going to have a significantly different experience, which is cool. Okay, so let's have a look at what some of these things do. So the Microplex, what it's designed to do. Here's some of the things that it does do and that we can say. It fights free radicals with the antioxidants of vitamins A, C, and E. Supports healthy metabolism and cellular energy. How many of you would like more energy? How many of you feel tired sometimes at like 1 o'clock? How many of you feel tired sometimes at 8 a.m.? I know that sometimes that can happen. And you know what happens to me? When I forget to take my LV. And then when I start taking it again, I go, why did I forget? Why did I stop, right? Supports bone health with our calcium, supports healthy digestion, provides systemic benefits of vitality and wellness. There's a natural folate source in there. So there's all these great things in there that do amazing things for us, which is really, really cool. I want to kind of go just over for a second I had a look today just to remind myself of on the Australian Government's Department of Health Therapeutic Goods Administration website. We can go in there and we can search for Doterra Lifelong Vitality Pack. And here's some of the cool things that we get to say. Hey Sue, how you doing? We get to say about the Lifelong Vitality Pack. Just a few. Antioxidants, reduce free radicals formed in the body, maintain and support healthy immune system function, maintain and support immune system health, support general health and well-being, helps convert fats and carbohydrates into energy, maintain and support energy production, support hair health, support nail health, strength and thickness, aids and assist metabolism of carbohydrates, fats and proteins, support skin health, help prevent dietary biotin, magnesium, calcium, blah, 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 and all those other things, deficiencies. Maintains and support bone health, support cardiovascular system health, support healthy cardiovascular system function, support heart health, support energy levels, maintain muscle function, maintain and support nervous system health, maintain and support nervous system function and nerve conduction, support healthy neuromuscular system and function, support bone strength, maintain bone mineralization, maintain bone mass, density and integrity. What else have we got here? Support healthy digestive system function, healthy digestion, healthy muscle contraction function, maintain neuromuscular function, maintain, support collagen formation. Everyone knows about collagen. It's one of the beauty industry's big deals, but we need a lot of this. Hey, Deska, good to see you there. What else have we got on this list here? Helps connective tissue production and formation, maintain and support blood capillary health, support blood vessel health. AIDS helps the synthesis of neurotransmitters, so brain health, right? Maintains and support absorption of dietary iron, right? A lot of people you hear these days, they've got the iron deficiencies. This actually helps you to be able to assimilate the iron because it has the right mix of other vitamins and minerals that work together to be able to allow our body to assimilate that and let it do its work for us. Maintain, support wound healing and healthy red blood cell production. Helps metabolism of proteins. Aids, assists and helps protein synthesis in the body. Assists the body to cope with environmental stress, as if we haven't had enough of that in 2020 and 2021, the early part of it. We need a lot to help with the environmental stress. Support healthy stress response in the body. Assists glucose, sugar, carbohydrate metabolism, all right? So you think about that. People who have got issues with metabolizing sugars in it, what happens? Where does that go for them? Where do they end up? Without me telling you, you can kind of work that one out and do the mental leap for yourself there. Vitamin D, and calcium absorption, so obviously helps people that might have a lack of exposure to the sunlight and getting enough vitamin D. Maintain, support hemoglobin formation and synthesis, helps metabolism iron. We've gone through all this already. So many things here that we've covered off. Maintain, support cognitive function and mental function. Thyroid gland function. How many people out there know someone that's got thyroid issues? Assists in thyroid hormone production. Skin regeneration. Supports eye health. All of these things that, they start to affect us as we get older. And, we all start to complain about it. Usually it's in our 40s these days. We're complaining about, I can't see the same way as I used to. My skin doesn't look the same way as it used to. And then go forward another 10, 15, 20 years and we start to talk about our brain function, our brain health. And we start to talk about bones and all those kind of things. It also helps, helps so many things like the calcium, the vitamin D helps the calcium absorption that we need to be able to make sure that we don't end up getting osteoporosis because we have a diet that's deficient in that as time goes by. Marnie, how you doing? So many benefits that we get from this, and we look at all those issues that start to affect us in our 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and if we can give our body what it needs to push those issues back further and further before they start to impact us. So if we can start to have a situation where instead of worrying about our eyesight in our 40s, maybe we start thinking about that in our 50s, 60s, 70s, that becomes an issue for us. That's what it's designed to do. So it's a foundational product that if you love Doterra, if you love any Doterra products, if you love and value what the company is trying to do to create natural solutions to health, I implore you to give Lifelong Vitality Pack a go. It's an absolute amazing product. How many of you just pop in there, you can maybe make a comment there that you're using the Lifelong Vitality Pack, right? And that you've had response from it. Tell us if that's something that you've been getting benefit from, because I know that I started using this, gosh, I want to say it must have been 7 years ago now. And it was a period in my life after I lost a loved one. And for the first time in my life, I was experiencing, pretty low kind of period. I wasn't my best self. And I just couldn't find my way back. I couldn't find my way back to being able to think clearly, to be able to communicate well, to be able to engage in, what mattered most to me, my family and my life and my work and all the things. And I got introduced by a GP actually back then, a doctor, to Lifelong Vitality Pack. And for another reason, for another kind of health need that I had at the time. But to my great surprise, within just a matter of a few weeks of taking it, my mental health shifted dramatically back, and I did nothing differently. And I'd been experiencing this for sort of 6 months. So this is not something that was a week or two of feeling down. It was getting worse. Wasn't sleeping, all kinds of things. And I experienced immediately that my overall emotional wellness took a massive leap back to where it was forward. And in terms of back to where it was, great, being good, being positive, being upbeat, being my natural self. I also noticed other things. I started sleeping better. I noticed that the discomfort that I had in my body from certain kind of overindulgences in contact sports as a kid, as a young man,